Yes, guys, what's going on, man? How you guys doing? So before I start with this video, yeah, the video is just gonna be like a quick video of like how to get into a trade using the strategy of supply and demand. So I'm gonna try and make this as easy as I can for you guys to understand. So when you guys in the market, you know what to look for. So before I start, I'm gonna just let me screen record this quickly. Boom. Um, So yeah, so with this trade, with this type of strategy, yeah, this is a simple strategy. Anyone can do this strategy. Like I said before, it's 5%. Once you figure out this type of strategy, bro, you're good to go, man. You don't really need to buy no calls. You know what I mean? Don't get fooled or tricked to buy any funny calls. You know what I mean? This is just a simple strategy that I'm gonna show you guys. Yeah, so all right, cool. Um, so I'm gonna show you exactly how to use supply and demand, right? So this is a gold trade, isn't it? Like this is gold, right? So if I go in in the line chart, you can see that as an option, of course, right? So then you want to find an entry point. So now, now this is how I will mark it up here. So this is the low, yeah. This is the high, right? We have this little low over here. Then you go high, uh, so on and so on. Yeah, we go high over here. Low, cool. So now you want to find a way to get into this trade, right? Using a strategy with supply and demand. Right, so this is on a 1 hour time frame. Yeah, 1 hour time frame. Majority of the time, I'll break it down in a 15 minutes time frame. But so let's say this is in a 1 hour time frame. So we go like this now, yeah. So this is a high right here, yeah. Boom, you mark this high up. You're also gonna mark this high, and then if you wanna mark the highest high right here, which is this, you can also mark that high as well, right? Now over here, you can see this over here, this side over here. This is like an indication. So basically. Price has actually broken past this last high, so it's created a new high, and now it's created a new low, right? So you see this high? This is an indication, yeah? So this is basically telling you over here, price has actually broken past this high, created a new high, and then now it's created a new low, breaking this low also, right? But when you're looking at the trend, everything is an uptrend, right? So now with supply and demand, right? Round here is a supply, this here is a demand zone area, right? So you know that every time when price comes down to this level, there's like a money flow over there. So there's a lot of people ready to buy. That's when, that's when a lot of people are in the market. So you have the volume starts to pump out when price starts to come around. Excuse me, sorry. When price starts to come around this area, then you have a volume, right, of people over here. You have people over here, as you can see where it says 200 and 300, yeah, 2,300. You have the volume of the people that will be over here, right, ready to push the price up, right? So you look out for those type of stuff, right? So with the supply and demand is basically telling you where there's more cash flow, right? Sorry, excuse me, where there's more money flow, where the money flows at, right? So now you see how this correction over here has broken past this low, right? But also there's lows over here that hasn't been broken as well, right? So majority of the time you can use this as an entry point when you see price coming over here, right? You can use this as an entry point to go for like a buy position. So that's like the demand zone area where you go for an entry point. But you can see how price is broken past this low, right? Taking all this, all the all the stop loss where price is stop loss hunting, right? So it's taking all these people out the market, right? But doesn't mean that you should like see that and say, oh man, it might be a downtrend, right? But when I go into get into an entry, I wait for price to make a continuation upwards. So once price starts to move upwards around the same level where there's a money flow, that's when I go for a buy order, right? Wherever the money flows at is where I go for the buy order with a continuation. And then you see how price continues to go up, breaking past this high. Then I wait again. I'll do the same thing again because this is an indication. I'll wait for price to come as low as it wants to come to and see where it rejects from. And then I can make a continuation upwards. So I always make like an entry where the demand area is. So with price, like obviously price ain't gonna look like this, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna look at it like this, we're gonna break it down and then I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. So you can see over here, yeah. So if I was gonna mark these highs up, right? So I say I mark this highs up over here, yeah. And you can see that over here has been broken, right? So we have a fake cap over here. So like you need to look out for things like fake cap also. I'll try and make a video about that soon. But right, so you can see a fake out over here, right? You can see over here, you have a fake out. So let's say over here is a demand area, right? Then you see price breaks past this demand area over here, creating a new low. They're making its way up here. So now you see over here, there's another strategy that you can also use, which is support and resistance. So when you know that price is coming over here to this area over here, you know you got a money flow area, so you have sellers over here pushing the price down. They're all camping. You can go for a short position and come out at the next demand area, and then when you see price, starts to reject from that support from that demand area, then you can go for a buy position. But it's really about just you understanding exactly, what type of trade to go in and what type of lot size to use to test the market to see if you was right. That's when you and yourself, you know, you have to deal with that. No one's gonna hold your hands and, take you to, show you how to make this money. You're gonna have to figure out yourself what the simple things like supply and demand is just all you need to know how to, figure out. So okay, cool. So you see we have the price that's broken past this, and this is an indication, right? And this indication has made a high. There's a correction coming. So there's a nice little support area over here. Most times, most people's going to go for a buy position. But with me, what I do, I like to wait for price to come back down to this level where it initially broke from, and then wait for price to actually gradually make its way back and then go for a buy position, and using this, of course, this demand area as a stop loss, or we can use this as a stop loss and give it a bit of a more room and then wait for price to break past this structure. But now this isn't a 1 hour time frame. So when I'm trading, bro, I'm trying to make money, cuz. You know what I'm saying to you? I'm out here to try to make money, my brother. So this is the 1 hour time frame for me to see exactly what's going on overall. But if I want to be in and out, I go in a 15 minutes time frame and see exactly what's going on in a 15 minutes time frame. So you can see how price is broken past this you can see how price is broken this high over here. You can see the correction. You can see that price has come down over here. And this is a nice opportunity to go for like a long position and say, okay, cool. Price come over here. You go for a buy order and you wait for price to do his thing, and you can, scale your account as it goes along. You know what I mean? And this is a 15 minutes time frame. You can go to do the same format in a 5 minutes time frame. It all depends on you. The same format it would work in a day time frame as well. When you go on a day time frame, where you at? You're on a day time frame as well. You can use the same strategy in a day time frame. You can see how price is broken past this, create a high, and you're waiting for it to come down to a nice level that you feel comfortable up to going for a long position. You see, everything happens in all time frame. But it's like, I wouldn't have the patience to wait for a whole day time frame for it to do that, but I will actually look and analyze the day time frame to see where we're at in the process of going for a trade. So if I was in a 50 minutes time frame and it was a downtrend on a day time frame and a week time frame, and I'm going for shorts in a 15 minutes time frame, and I can tell it's a downtrend in a bigger time frame, I most likely will hold on to my trade and see how long it goes to the next support in the bigger time frame, and then just go from there. But it's really as simple as ABC in terms of learning supply and demand and learn how to, navigate the market. But the most big important thing is you against yourself. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, you're the only person that's going to press the buy button, and you're the only person that's going to press the sell button, and you're the only person that's going to put how much leverage that you're going to want in a certain trade. So, I would just say 95% is on you. So once you can get that right, bro, salute you. I'm going to catch you guys on the biz app. Make sure you enjoy yourself. And of course, if you're new to my channel, you know what to do. Subscribe. If not, it is what it is. I'll catch you in the next video. Stay blessed.